What's up, friends? This is Casey with This Rent House. So after last week, some of you asked me some very fun questions. I'm just gonna center in on one of them if that's okay. But you were like asking me about healthy living tips and that kind of thing. So I'm going to give you my top 9. I'm gonna give you my top 9 tips for healthy living. Okay, number 1, stop eating from a box. No, for real. Like whenever you're eating from a box, you're eating something that's been very, very processed. Something that no longer resembles what it naturally would have been in nature. So it's going to be loaded with preservatives. It's also going to be loaded with things. You're going to end up with tons of additives, tons of sugar, because it's refined and it's no longer a whole wheat or a whole grain. And number 2, I cannot say this enough. Vegetation, vegetation, vegetation. You're not having half of your plate in fruit and vegetables. You're not getting enough of your natural nutrients from the earth. So you guys need to be getting those fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. If you guys can hit up your farmer's market, that's the perfect place to start. But because you're going to have fresh fruit and vegetables added to your diet, you're going to have more fiber, you're going to feel more satisfied, and you're also going to be getting those vitamins and nutrients that you've been missing in your diet that you maybe don't get in a can of corn or a can of green beans. I'm talking to you, my Missouri folks. I know, we love our corn and green beans. That's just what we have with our mashed potatoes and chicken or steak or pork chops. I get you. Ooh, and as a bonus, vegetation doesn't usually have empty calories. I haven't found any yet anyway. Number 3, find a workout that you actually like. Now, I'm not talking about everybody's doing spin class, so I'm gonna go, or there's this hot yoga that I've heard burns lots of calories. You do sweat a lot. I don't know that it's burning as many calories as they claim because I haven't done it myself. But I will tell you that if it's not something that you enjoy, then you're probably not going to stick with it. So I like to run now. I used to hate to run. I like to lift now. I used to hate to lift. And I used to love to dance. But I'm getting so old, people don't let me dance with them anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But I absolutely get up and dance all the time with music, with my kids, with my husband. And so it is such a fun and interesting way to burn calories, and you didn't even feel like it. You were just out there having fun. So maybe spin class is for you, and maybe yoga is too, because I really like both of those. But if they do not bring you joy, don't force yourself to do them. Go and find an activity that is going to increase your heart rate for 20 minutes and that's going to make you feel good when you're finished, and you're going to feel like going back. You're going to want to continue working out in that fashion. So you can do it. If you need some help, ask. All right, number 4. I don't know what this other hand was doing, but number 4. Number 4. Get your sleep. Okay, guys, we all can't run on 4 hours of sleep, nor 6. Sometimes I can't run off of 8. Sometimes I need a good 2-hour nap after having 8 hours of sleep. Our bodies are different. Every day there's something else going on, never the same thing over and over and over again. So sometimes after even 8 hours of sleep, your body can still feel exhausted. It really can. So give yourself a window of making sure that you can get 10 to 8 hours of sleep, at least 8 hours of sleep. For a lot of us, this could be the reason why we are continually having struggles or plateaus in our weight gain or our weight loss. If you are not getting enough sleep, your body is not getting enough rest and therefore cannot efficiently burn calories the next day. Did you know that lack of sleep can also affect your memory? If you guys are having a lot of brain fog during the day, asking yourself, why did I come back into this room? Or what was I going to do? That could be from sleep deprivation or just fatigue. One of my things is when I'm super drowsy, I'm super irritable, and I'm not a nice person. I keep trying to tell my kids that beauty rest is not about this beauty. It's totally about that ugly little monster that's inside of me, and it needs to sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, Obviously, you feel low of energy. It's hard to get through your day. You don't want to be snapping at your coworkers or at your family, and you definitely want to be more productive, getting things done, feeling proficient, being able to lay down at nighttime to go to bed and knowing that you accomplished something today. So get good rest and set yourself up for a really good day at work. Number 5. Please stop skipping breakfast. You crazy kids. Okay, here's my suggestion. I have had so many of you tell me, but Casey, I am not hungry in the mornings. You're probably not hungry because you're eating pretty late. If you are staying up too late, like 9, 10 o'clock still eating, then your gut is not empty by the time you get up at 5 in the morning. It's just not. So I highly suggest that you cut off your eating at a reasonable time. You want to get 8 hours of sleep, so you have to make sure that you're getting, like if you're waking up at 5 in the morning, what time does that mean you need to go to bed? You need to stop eating like 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. For real. For real. The whole reason it's called breakfast is because you're breaking fast. Fasting meaning not going with food, going without food. We want to make sure that you are actually breaking the fast. You want to have an empty gut by morning. The other thing that I can encourage you to help you feel more hungry in the morning is drink a little bit of water and get your digestive tract awake. Sometimes our whole body is lethargic. We all feel like we need that cup of coffee to get going in the morning, but have a little bit of water first. I would at least suggest 8 ounces, which is a cup. That brings me to my next point, number 6. Stay hydrated. Keep water with you at all times. Did you know that those hunger feelings you might be having might actually be thirst? I know, our body's crazy. But seriously, by the time our body registers that it's thirsty, we are already dehydrating. And so you need to make sure that you're staying hydrated throughout your day. Keep a bottle of water with you in the vehicle, at your desk, in your house, when you're folding the laundry. Keep some water with you. And you do not have to do bottled water as in the plastic bottled waters, but you can totally just get your own bottle that you can keep with you and refill. Like if you have filtered water or if you have a purification water or whatever. And then that way you are not having such a large carbon footprint. Try. Some other tips would be get a standing desk. Maybe you can ask for a standing desk from your company, or maybe you can start saving up for one. I personally, that is my 2019 office goal, is to get a standing desk because I'm sick of sitting. I've only been here a week and my butt already hurts. Maybe you can even park further away. Park further away from work, park further away at church, park further away from your Walmart entry. Just park further away and get moving. Don't forget, you can always take the stairs instead of the elevator, and be ambitious and start a walking group with your, work family, with your family, with your church family, whoever's around you. Just help them get walking, because once they get moving, it's going to be a lot more fun when you're moving. Number 8, stop the word dieting. I know that sounds really weird and very contrary to what I have to teach sometimes, but the word dieting itself gives you this context that you're gonna survive on bread and water or something, or in some dieting cases, protein bars and water. But what I'm trying to say to you is diets are a short-term thing. What I want you to realize is that you need a healthy lifestyle change, not a diet. Okay, so stop with the word dieting and start eating the food that makes you feel good, and avoid the foods that are stressing you out. So if you eat like crap, you're gonna feel like crap. But if you eat good, nutrient-dense food, you're gonna feel good. And try, instead of counting calories, eating in moderation. Now, I know I've told you guys that half of your plate needs to be your fruits and vegetables, but whenever it comes to protein, and I'm saying this because we have a whole lot of protein fans out there, when it comes to protein, you only need 3 to 4 ounces per meal. That's not a whole lot. It's about the size of a deck of cards, or if you have small hands, don't base this off of my huge ones. If you have small hands, it would be the size of your palm. Now, I know there are several of you who are like, Casey, for real, I'm needing protein in my diet. And I get that. Some of you are very active physically. Some of you are athletes and not mathletes. Sadly, I'm neither. And you're needing that extra protein to continue building healthy muscle. If you're working with a nutritionist, if you're working with a fitness coach, and they know that these are things you need and you trust them, by all means, make sure that you're getting the amount of protein that you're needing to. But not all of us are needing all that protein. What we're doing when we have too much of a good thing is we're storing it as fat. And that's why we get to those plateaus. That's why we end up having actual weight gain. So just keep those things in mind. Still following up with moderation. I'm not saying you can't have dessert. I'm just saying, like, let's try not to have the whole pecan pie. So eating junk food constantly is bad. Eating nutritional things in its place is a great substitute. And if you're like me and you really, really like ice cream, there's awesome ways to make really healthy ice cream, and I'll try to link that YouTube video below. Number 9, I am not against taking supplements. The reason I say this is because I can preach to you and teach to you all the time about the importance of having a well-rounded, nutrient-dense meal plan. But that doesn't mean you're going to do that for me. I mean, you might like me, but it doesn't mean you want to do that for me. So my suggestion is to make sure that you're taking a multivitamin. Supplements are a great way to make sure that you are getting the vitamin stores you need to have in your body that you can't actually get in your normal diet from every day. Am I saying that that's what I want you to do in place of eating healthfully? No. But I am saying that I realize that a lot of us just don't have the time of day to make sure that we are having the proper nutrient density in our breakfast, lunch, suppers, and even our snacks. So please feel free to find a supplement that works for you. And for more supplement information, I'm going to be rolling out with some videos on my new business for health sculptures. And I should have that website up within the next month. So look it up. It's going to be on YouTube. I'll keep you guys posted because this is a new fun entrepreneurial thing for me. And I'll be doing live videos. I'll also be doing some fun things in the kitchen because I love that we have recipe books now that we're coming out with where I can cook for you guys, show you how to do it. It's going to be so much fun for me. So those are my 9 tips for healthy living. I hope you've liked it. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button. I would love to hear all of your comments and questions below. So don't forget to leave a comment, and love you guys. God bless.